Um, July 29th, 2025. Welcome to my channel, Succeed with Charlie. That's what we do here. We all succeed together. We're gonna do this. Today is gonna be charting. We're gonna talk about charting. Um, been trading for over 20 years. It has been a journey, but it's very um, it's exciting, keeps you humble. You can learn every time. At the same time, it's very keeps you self-sufficient, keeps you need to be disciplined. And the first step is about protection of your money. Protect your money first before you worried about making the money. Okay? Yeah, yeah. So that's how we do it. All right. So today we will chat. I'm gonna share my screen. I think my screen is shared, but let me see. Share screen and got it. Yeah. So that's what we share. We're gonna share. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna chat. The first thing we are gonna chat is SoFi. Okay. And we'll go from there. So let's go to SoFi. Let's go to the monthly chart of SoFi. And I'm gonna remove these. Okay. All right. I'm expecting someone to join. I'm not sure, but let's see if they join. All right. So, first thing you do in charting, I like to do, because some people have their own unique way. Um, I like to start at the monthly chart, the higher time frame. If I have a massive amount of data, I'll even go to the 3 month chart, but that's for those stocks that's been trading for 20 years. Sometimes I just need to see how it is quarterly, right? So we got the high there. And what I'm gonna do next is mark this to be your monthly level. I'm gonna lock the drawing here. I'm gonna keep drawing. Can do this, right? So then we got the low. This is another level right here. I get it too exact. Another one right here. Yeah, another one right here. Right. Boom, 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 low. Now one right here, which is bit close. And the opening price. Something like that. So that's our monthly levels. I don't think I missed any. There's another one right here. I think I missed it. Yeah. And we'll go to weekly next. I think I got it all. I think I got it all. Before I do that, let's double check. We got a one here. We got another one down here. Okay. Then we go to weekly. Bring the chart in a bit. All right, so we're gonna go to weekly and we're gonna click on weekly. And then we are going to, Joanna is in the room. Admit Joanna. Hello, Joanna. Hello,
Oh,
Joanna. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, okay. Good to have you. So what I'm doing, I'm chatting SoFi. I
Mhm.
started at the higher time frame. I'm recording this by the way. So I started at the higher time frame
Right,
and you can see. And then I also I'm gonna disable this. Yes. Yeah. Started at the higher time frame, did all the levels, the high, the low, the open, this, you know. As you can see, this corresponds with this, where it rejected earlier today.
right.
You can see. Then after monthly, I go down to the weekly, and I have this all I'm gonna lock, I'm gonna pin join, and I go weekly right here, weekly levels, and I'm looking for the same thing. So as you can see, some of the weekly levels corresponds to the monthly levels. See that?
The Monday levels is what color? I missed that one, yeah.
Monthly levels is purple. I have a
Purple.
weekly levels is red. I can
Red, okay.
change them. So this is a weekly level right here. Um, most I don't want to repeat it by putting them on the monthly, which I could, but I just don't want to make the chat too loud. So I would like leave that at that. Then I'll go down to daily and I will look to do the same thing. I because monthly levels has more power than a lower time frame level. So if they correspond, I won't mark them again. Like this was
Right,
this was weekly also. I could have put a red here, but I don't think I need to. Just to keep the chart as tidy as possible.
right,
So yeah, so as you can see, Sophie has some levels that corresponds to the higher time frame as you go lower from monthly, weekly to daily. Um, I know 4 hour will give you something a little different, you know. Um,
mm-hmm.
I could mark this one here as a daily level, um, right off right in here, right here. Daily level, right there. I need to change the color. Daily, daily. Here we go. Right, daily. Right, so that's daily level right there. Uh, I'm gonna go down to 4 hour. Um, I'm just marking the points of where there has been a move, a rejection, the retracements, you know. As you can see, it all lines up. I didn't put this in for this, you know. I just allow the charting to get me there. So this is more for levels. I will also go in to show you if you are day trading, how to do that, you know, but I'm doing levels right now.
Right.
Um,
Right. I know about that one. That's good.
I'm trying to see if I miss any. I don't think I did. Let's see. All right, so we can put one here. I want to make sure then. Yeah, we can.
How far you chatting back?
I'm
To,
trying. I'm going to 4 hour. I will leave it at 4 hour. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do anything more than the 4 hour because I don't want to make it too loud. You know.
okay.
All right. So we're gonna do. You can see we got one here. I'm gonna highlight 4 hour right here and right here. Oops, I have this thing on it's making me can't go exactly where I want.
What's all those lines behind though in the background?
Oh, that's as you go lower down in the time frame, those are pre-market. post market and trading. As you like, so you see,
Oh, you have it on.
look what you see.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
it is. Um,
Oh,
I could turn that off, but I tend to like it when I go lower, so that's why I have it.
right.
You know.
Okay, okay, understand.
Um, let's see if I could extend. Yeah. Right. So, all right. Okay. I'm comfortable with this, you know. There's one right here. Right. Uh, yeah, I'm comfortable with this. So now I now use this to determine my levels, but this doesn't really tell me my daily, what I would call my daily bias. Like if I'm looking at tomorrow, for me,
Mm-hmm.
here, if I'm looking at tomorrow, I'm expecting here to have some form of rejection. Oops, I don't want that drawn there. Yeah. So I'll be looking at some form of rejection here. You understand?
At
This,
that level, you mean?
yeah, I was looking for it to come here, bounce, and at least make a move up. If it breaks here, because this is the support level right here,
Right.
then I'll be looking for it to go a little bit lower. You know, this here is a level also, but on a lower time frame, you will see it clearer. You know,
Right.
yeah. Um, so I need to move this line. Yeah, so this is like how I will try to keep these in mind to see from a long-term point of view or how I want to play this. Like for me, I think SoFi is up into premium. Today's pullback was a good one to help, you know, but I would
Mm-hmm.
still like it to come somewhere around here between 18.50 and $17, you know?
Ah,
For me to say it has a nice pullback for it to go long
right.
doesn't mean it can't use this level right here.
Right.
It doesn't mean that, you know, and that's a nice 4 hour level, you know, if you were to have one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, it's not, I don't want to do too much. So now if I that's how I draw levels, but if I am to like day trade this, um
Right.
let me do a day trade level, and I'm gonna use SMCI. I'll go down to the 30-minute chart, and basically what I'll do here, so I want to see areas where within the last 7 trading days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? 7 to 10, you want to use that information because you think it
Mm-hmm.
will refresh itself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So if you look, I drew a level there. Um, I'm gonna go, I don't have a 30-minute level, but what I will do is just use this line setting I have here. So I'll do one here and I'll change the color. I want the color to be uh, uh, blue. Okay.
Blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So
So
that line is what?
this is the this is the 30-minute level.
Oh,
This
okay.
is for day trading. This is what I'll more use for day trading. I want my levels to be at the 30-minute chart, and um I should probably just remove all drawings so to make it see freshly, you know? So like what I'll do here is, as you can see, based on the chart here, 30 minutes right here. One, two, uh, the high. 1 second. The high. Uh, I will also like, I'll show you what I'll do for a day like today. So you get in and you want to mark out pre-market high, pre-market low. You see that? You want to mark
Yeah.
that out because that's important for
Uh-huh.
day trading. Um, I don't think I have, I don't think I have much levels. This one corresponds to that. I could get nitty gritty and go into here, get one right here. I could get one right here too, right here, um, right here. So right here, right? So
Right.
this was a nice big move. Um, I do one right here. Okay, so now this is your 30-minute levels. So
Mm.
when you to trade this, you'll come onto
Mm.
like the 5-minute chart, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna use today. So let's say this happened in the pre-market. You had the high, the low. You want the opening price, and for that, I want it to be. I'm gonna make it the opening price for today, right
Mm.
here. This is the opening price, right?
Right.
So when we opened here, we manipulated down, it gave you a move here, and then it expanded up.
Right.
But as you can see, it failed to use the pre-market high as a point of support. So what it did, it came above the pre-market high, it hit against this 30-minute level here and failed. So
Mm.
you'll go down to your 1 minute chart. Eventually, how you do this? You go to your 1 minute chart. If you were to day trade this,
Mm.
and you see it failed here. This is this is your pre-market high right here, and it failed this level. Came down the power of three. Power of three, candle one, candle two, candle three. See, it created the high point here and came. It pushed back up. So now you know, and it failed to break this high also. So what I would do next, I'm
Mm.
coming here and the last high green candle,
Mm.
I'm gonna make that my point of interest. Or as they say, my breaker block. Okay? So if you look, it came, bounced off this level like here. You see, it's just hitting the levels, right? And you want it to come, and I always draw this. I'm gonna show you a little trick. I want to draw a discount fib. What I want to see, I don't want to see no candle close above the 50% line, which it did not. So it hit it, bounce, bounce. So right here, I'm
Mm.
putting in my sell order right here. I'm selling this short. And where I'm aiming, pre-market low. Forget all about this area. Don't pay attention to this. You see all
Mm.
this? Don't pay attention to that right now because
Right.
you don't know about that yet. What you do know is this area here. And this is
Right.
pre-market low. So that's what you're aiming for.
Right.
So, but the key for this is that you identify this. If this doesn't work, this setup,
Uh-huh.
you don't change because it may not work one time, but you just have to believe because based on the setup, based on the volume that may have come in, I don't have volume showed it here, but like VWAP, you may see you may break the VWAP line and retest it or something. That's
Uh-huh.
important. So you haven't seen this part yet. You enter the trade, okay? This
Right.
trade is a 5-to-1 trade. You're gonna you're gonna literally make $500, lose $100. Let me show you how I know that.
Uh-huh.
We'll come to Think or Swim. Is very good for
Right.
Think or Swim is really good for this. So let me make sure my screen is getting shared here. You see my screen still, right? You're seeing a
Yeah,
black screen?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I seen the thing got some.
Perfect. Right, you're seeing it still. Okay. So what I do with Think or Swim now, I'll come and look up the option. Let's say I'm doing weekly expiration for this week. I'll
Right.
come and look for the 60 this week puts. Go back to Trading View to show you that it traded all the way up to $61.50 around there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for the $60 put, which is this one level down, right here, this level underneath here.
Right.
We come to Think or Swim. We take the
Mm-hmm.
$60 put, which is now trading at $2.47. I go and hit
Right.
copy and I paste it up here. One second. I paste it, hit enter, and I go to the chart. This is the 1 minute chart for Think or Swim. Let me get this blown up for you right here. Look at this. Let me show you. Oops, I look too big. Here we go. Let's go back to Trading View to look at time. You want to enter this trade this at this area here, which is around
Mm-hmm.
10:40 a.m. New York time. Okay?
Right.
9:40 Central. Come back to here. Where is 9:40 Central? Right here. Right here. See? You see that?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That is a dollar 30. $1.30. Okay?
Uh-huh.
The low of the day is at $1.23. So what you do, you come, you draw a line, and you say your stop here is $1.10 because you don't want to go too low on this one because clearly the option contract is showing you this is the low of the day.
Right.
Based on that move, you don't want to be breaking here based on the setup of the stock chart and this. So this is the option charting here. So the low of the day, and now we go back and we'll go look at when we reach the low of pre-market. We reach it right here. So you see,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that was at 11:19 a.m. New York time, which is
Right.
10:19 Central our time. Where are we at 10:19? 10:19 is right here. This kind of right here. So we are $2.19. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Where is it $2.19?
Look on the
Not
out
on the chart?
look on the outside here.
Oh, okay.
But if you put
Oh,
the
okay.
mouse over it, you can look up top also. Up here, it will show you. See?
All right. Oh, okay, okay.
So let's go with $2.19. So you entered at 1:30, it ran to 2:19. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna count this extra move here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stick to here,
Right.
where we will say you go buy 5 contracts at $1.30. That is $130 times five, which
Right.
is 615, I think. 615?
So
I think so.
130.
Yeah.
Right, what 553s are 15. Yeah, 500, 650.
650, I mean, sorry, 650, yeah. So $650 investment right here. And you risking 20 cents. So five contracts times 20 cents is $100. That's what you're risking to lose if it
Mm-hmm.
goes against you. You're selling at
$90.
$2.20. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now $2.20 times five, your profit is $639 off of this setup, this move today. Just from charting pre-market, doing your 30-minute analysis, and paying
Mm-hmm.
attention to your levels. And if it stops you out, it stops you out. But using Think or Swim help you to know where you really want to put your low. It's like, I don't want it to break the low of the day because it can go lower. You don't know that,
Right, right.
you know? And simple like that, that is one level of charting that can help you trading. Keeping good risk to reward by putting your stops, keeping your target simple. Don't try to say, oh, you want to hit the moon. But as you can see, when it hit here, you see what happened? It bounced and came
Mm-hmm.
back and it came and
Right.
tested again. It bounced again. It tested it again and broke. And then what happened when it broke? So in that situation, you can say, okay, I'll sell four contracts right here. I'll hold one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back to your chart where you had your stop at 130,
Mm-hmm.
after you hold one, you will now move your stop up to break even. Or you can move it above break even. You can move it right here to say just under VWAP for this. So at 168. If it comes back there, you're out automatically. But what you're doing, you're giving yourself a chance in case you have it is called a runner. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it came down here. So now we know about this box, so we can move this box now. It came down here. You see this candle, this big green candle here?
And golfing candle, yeah.
Yeah. So you will literally get out around,
There,
which is
yeah.
11:45 Chicago, New York time, 10:45, right here. You will get out, you see, right where I put my stop. It did come back here, 186, somewhere around there. Okay?
Right.
And
Okay.
that's it. Keep it simple. Nothing complex, right? I'm gonna stop the recording um right now. But we can continue talking.
Yeah.
So we will continue.